Hello and welcome and Merry Christmas Eve, everyone. We are 1 week away until the end of the year, but we still have a lot more Christmas films to discuss. And today we're going to talk about A Very Merry Muppet Christmas. A Very Merry Muppet Christmas was released in 2002 on television on NBC, which is really interesting because NBC is just owned by Universal and Jim Henson Studios is owned under Disney and their parent company is ABC. But I felt like it would be great to include because of the parent company of Jim Henson Studios. Since it was produced by Jim Henson Studios, it technically can be a Disney film, even though it was distributed by NBC Television, and does have a lot of NBC associated images and jokes about it. The Muppets as a whole is Disney.
How could one person own so much?
Corporate synergy. It's out of control.
This is honestly one of the most underrated movies now that I've seen this again. It's so well done. It has that classic Muppet humor that we know and love, but it has such important messages, and there's a lot of parodies that happen within the film, which is really cool. Our main plot line is that Kermit doesn't feel appreciated and that everything is going wrong in his life and he's having a mental breakdown and he doesn't want to live anymore and he's lost his hope and his faith because of a greedy banker that is trying to take down the Muppet Theater. And that's played by Joan Cusack.
Hello? Hi.
Hi, Rachel Bitterman, new owner of Bitterman Bank and Development.
Oh, well, where's Mr. Bitterman?
Dead.
So we have our angels that are watching over him, which is played by David Arquette. And Whoopi Goldberg is God in this movie, which is really awesome. And David Arquette's character Daniel and God, who's Whoopi Goldberg, work together in sending Daniel down so he can help Kermit get his hope again. And it goes from the backstory of what happened beforehand to him actually getting involved, and then that turns into It's a Wonderful Life parody, basically.
I wish I'd never been born!
What am I supposed to do now?
I wish I'd never been born! There, I said it again. I wish I'd never been B-O-R-N born! I wish I'd never been born!
Chapter 12, paragraph 2. If the subject tells the field agent that he had wished he'd never been born, psst, psst, come close. I wish I'd never been born!
But it's all over the place and it works really well. It's basically every single Christmas movie you can think of thrown into one with a semi-original story. We open up on our snowman, who is a very, very classic icon when it comes to Christmas. And we talked about this before. Burl Ives would always play the snowman in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and then they also had Snowman and Elf, and it's just a very classic icon, so that was really cool to see.
Why, if I live to be 102, I'll never forget the year that the Muppets almost missed Christmas. And I see Storm pull in, and I...
Hey, buddy, what are you doing? We're trying to make a movie over here.
Why, I'm Joe Snow, your affable, good-natured narrator.
Snowman narrator? We don't have no snowman narrator. Now get out of shot, you Burl Ives wannabe.
Because this was 2002, we also had a Moulin Rouge parody, which is called Moulin Scrooge.
There was a frog, a very strange, enchanted frog.
And he came to France, where the ladies can dance, to the Moulin Scrooge, where our story starts for you.
We also talked about Moulin Rouge as well this year. It's so great to watch this as an adult and really understand the techniques that they did. It makes it so much greater and you appreciate it so much more because this is amazing of how closely they did to the film and all the crazy shots that the film did they did with this.
So if you're feeling plucky,
Our chickens are just ducky at the Moulin Scrooge.
it's Christmas every day, as long as you can pay!
And we also have a Grinch parody because you can't go without the Grinch because classic Christmas film, which Grinch is also owned by NBC too and Universal, so they threw that in there.
The guy who stole Christmas and ruined all our wishes. I'm Nancy Netwood from Whiteville, you see. And you've made me and Uncle Icky quite angry. He'll make sure you don't steal Christmas again by making you feel some serious pain.
Let's get him! And,
I can't rhyme.
And then of course the third half of the film is It's a Wonderful Life. But I really loved how subtle these references are. If you are familiar with everything, you get it. Otherwise you don't need to know about it and you could still enjoy this film. And there's so many great life lessons in here. There's so many little jokes that are so humorous and amazing. They did a wonderful job. And even when we go into the other reality where Kermit isn't born, they show Doc Hopper's frog legs. And I was so excited to see this terrible thing because in the Muppet movie, in the original Muppet movie, the first movie they ever did, that is the major plot point that Kermit is trying to stop Doc Hopper and Doc Hopper's chasing him, wanting him to be the spokesperson for these frog legs. So just the fact that they had the continuality in this was fantastic and I really appreciated this.
Over there, short stack. Oh, Doc Hopper's. Oh. Oh no, it can't be. Oh dear.
Even though the idea is terrifying, I still really loved that they threw this in here and it really made the movie extra special. And the jokes are hilarious too because besides all the parodies, they also have little subtlenesses of humor like our old karate. They have a scene about them doing an old karate film and all the subtitles are off and it just is such smart humor and I really appreciate it.
I see you are very agile for a plus-size pig.
Oh my goodness. And you will be very unattractive with a plus-size lip.
And it really is great to see that you have things for kids and things for adults to really enjoy. A lot of the classic cast is back when it comes to our Muppet performers, so Steve Whitmore, Dave Goelz, and Frank Oz didn't do this one, but instead we have Eric Jacobson, who is doing all the voices for Miss Piggy and Fozzie Bear and Yoda. We have Yoda in this film for just a split second, but there's such a crazy mix between NBC and Star Wars and just various properties that are all NBC and Disney together.
Not ready is he. There is no try, only do.
Wrong world.
David Arquette, Joan Cusack, and Whoopi Goldberg are the only main characters that are playing different parts because we all know that Muppets have really great cameo humor and they have a lot of celebrity appearances, and of course we have this in here too. Also, Matthew Lillard plays a small part.
Who is this little Carsten Daly?
He's so today.
I know.
He's so cute.
Excuse me, but who are you?
Oh, bonjour, je m'appelle Luc Fromage,
But I am not think he likes the cheese.
No.
I love him. He's amazing and he's best known for Shaggy, Scooby-Doo, but also in Scream. Some of the cameo appearances we have is Kelly Ripa, Carson Daly, Molly Shannon, Zach Braff, and Triumph the Insult Dog because back in the early 2000s, Triumph the Insult Dog was huge. Not known today, but in 2002, huge.
Gee, yeah, I could sure do with a little star power around here, Triumph. Is there any way you could help me out?
Muppet movies are always the best.
You mean that?
For me to poop on.
Right, you got me again. Bye-bye.
So, I mean, this movie does date itself a little bit and there are a lot of jokes in there as well that are really dated to the early 2000s, like turning off your cell phones and pagers, but everything about it is wonderful and it's just really uplifting and really positive and really cute, and I'm so excited I got to watch this because I forgot how amazing it really is. And of course I love how positive Kermit is after he gets back into reality after realizing how important he is in his world.
The only thing I drank was a shot of reality and a big glass of appreciation!
It's corny, but it's really cute and it's super uplifting, and I feel like this quote needs to be on mugs and posters and inspirational Facebook things. Clearly, if you haven't seen this movie, go watch it. It's super cute, super important, super uplifting, and it's really going to be great for your Christmas celebration. We're going to continue our Christmas celebration because tomorrow is actually Christmas, and we're going to talk about my favorite Disney Christmas film with Eloise at Christmas time. So you can stay tuned, and as always, I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you real soon.